guys, Yoduvh Essentials here. This is a photo of a wingback headboard that someone sent to me, and I love it so much because of the height. Now I checked online for other ones, and this one is the shorter version, if you like the shorter version, but I prefer the taller one. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I'm going to make a tall wingback headboard using cardboard. This is the thickness of the boards that I would like to use to make the headboard. So I'm going to be adding boxes with different cutouts until I get the size that I want for my headboard. I'm going to glue all the boards together with a mixture of school glue and water. I'm also going to use tape to hold the boards together while I go on with other boards. And then when I'm done, I'm going to hold it down with weights. If you're new to my channel, it's so great to have you here. Now don't forget to click on the subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my latest videos. Because I have a lot of pieces of boards joined together to give me the size that I want, I'm gonna have to put one large board over them just so that they all stay together. I put weights on it and left it overnight to dry. And guys, I would like to draw your attention to something very important. When you're working with a fabric that does not stretch or leather fabric that's really hard, the staple pins will pop out because the fabric is stiff, and for tufting you need to pull. But when you're using a light leather fabric or a velvet fabric that stretches, the pins will stay in place. They won't pop out because it stretches. But whenever you're using something hard, like what I'm about to use for this other project, the pins will pop out. So to help with that, I'm going to be putting particle boards on the cardboards. I will glue the particle boards on the cardboards, and then after that, glue on foam on the boards, and then make points on the foam that are 8 inches apart, and I'll use a pair of scissors to make holes. After that, I'm going to be covering the entire thing with batting. And then opening up the same holes that I have under through the batting. And then use my fabric that does not stretch at all on top of it. Because of the nature of the fabric, at the end of the day, you will notice that the tufting would just not really look like the regular ones I always make. Now, there are 3 types of tufting. You have the diamond tufting, biscuit tufting, and channel tufting. For some reason, at the end of the day, this is how mine turned out to look like. Now, I don't even know what to call it because the fabric won't let me give a definite pattern for the tufting. So because of the way it turned out, I'm just going to name mine 3-in-1. I turn it to the back and then I staple down the excess fabric behind. I glued some boards together, and then this is what it looks like, and that's what I'm going to be using for the wingback that I'm making for the headboard. Now I'm going to trace out the shape that I'd like to cut out, and this is what I could come up with. Now it's not so perfect, but it doesn't have to be anyway. So I took it out, and then I made a better drawing on the table, and then I cut out the shape. This top part here is straight so that it can flow with the middle of the headboard. The fabric was not long enough, so I did some joining here, and I used hot glue for that. I'm also going to be adding foam to the cardboard. This part is going to be inside. I'm going to have batting on top of the foam. This is the fabric that I'll be using for the outside because I ran out of fabric. Now, I've had this fabric for a while and I bought it because I love the design. So now I finally have where to use it. The rough edges here will be covered with diamond wrap. I made 2 for both sides. I kept that aside, and then I'll use crystal buttons to cover up the pins. This is how the design will be facing the board. And I'll be attaching it tightly. I kept the board standing upright and then I covered the back. Now the wing backs are going to be glued on first just to keep them in place, and then I'll use mending plates to attach them to the back. Remember, the glue used to attach the boards here by the side keeps the board really strong, and then inside here in the middle, we have particle boards. It is really important that when you're doing this, you have to keep the headboard supported on a wall, just to make it easier when you're attaching the mending plates. Now at this point here, I used another mending plate to hold the wing back to the middle. Now this is going to keep it really strong and stop it from wibbling about. I'll be attaching this wood at the back instead of the hook because I had just one. So you can use hook if you have two at the back, but then because I had just one, I'm going to be using this wood to attach it to the back using this long screw. Now this screw is very long because it's going to compensate for the size of the wood and the size of the board that's inside to get through to the particle board. Now this is what the headboard looks like when it's mounted on the wall. I really love how this turned out. Now you can use any other color of your choice for fabric to make your own tall wingback headboard. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Now don't forget to check the description section for other headboard DIY videos. And don't forget to like this video and share it with your friends and families as well. Thank you guys so much for watching. Now before you go, don't forget to click on the subscribe button.